Hello everyone. I've made a video in a while, but as you can tell, this is about this turbo I've got here. It is a replica China copy of a GT3582 with a 63mm trim. Yeah, it's made by maxpeedingrods. You know, directly eBay brand technically. Just want to go a quick check on what to look out for. Well, first of all, make sure it spins like I just did there. Great, fine, spins. And obviously make sure the other side is spinning fine as well. Also, I'm not going to tell you to look for shaft play, because, well, I can quite easily grab that, wriggle it and go, oh, there's shaft play on that, that means it's cheap shit. But no, the reason it's got shaft play, it's because it is a floating bearing. So what I mean by that is it's actually a bearing encased in oil. Think of it like a crankshaft. A crankshaft has no moving bearings inside it. It has a very fine copper coated, and then sort of bearings, and uses the actual oil to spin as a lubricant to spin it around. This works the same way. It uses the flow of oil around the bearings, around the shaft, to spin it. So if I grab that, shake it, and be like, oh, it's got shaft play, it's terrible, no, not good. Yeah, you can't really check for shaft play until it's actually filled with oil and once it gets up to pressure. What I'm going to do though later on is I'm just going to fill this pot full of oil. Just let it settle in there for a little bit, because I don't want things seizing up inside there, because I don't know when I'm going to put this on. Other than that, quality is okay. Oh, another thing is, a lot of people say, look if it's been balanced. Now, I've had a look at the shaft, and as you can tell by a little bit of ingress, a little bit of cut there, I can look at that and think, yeah, it's been balanced. But I'm looking at the surface of it too. It looks machined, not ground, which has put me off, because that's made me realise that's only been put there for looks. That's, yeah, okay, that will mess with the balance with it quite a bit, but I can quite easily look at that and think, yeah, okay, it's been cut, it's been balanced, it's great. What you want to look for is like a grain pattern on the actual cut itself. Now if you look at the surface of that, it's smooth as silk. Like this, it looks like it's been machined out and then polished up. That's kind of what it looks like it's been done. But what you need to look for is, sorry, this phone is terrible. Look for some scratches where you can see like sort of a mark. Now if you look very closely, I didn't do this, there's a little black mark there. Very, very fine black mark. The light off, no, focus, there we are. Now as you can see, if you look very carefully on the nut, there are some grind marks. Look, you can actually see a grain in that grind mark, so as if it's actually had a grinder onto it and actually milled out. You can actually see the marks on the actual compressor wheel as well. So that makes me more confident, thinking, yes, it's okay, it's been actually balanced. I'm still going to go to get it balanced though, because, you know, the fact that they've actually put this in here for no reason kind of makes me feel a bit uncomfortable. But as you can see, that's nowhere near as smooth and as polished as it should, as the other side here. And this one here is how it should look like. So yeah, when you buy a China turbo, don't look at this and think, oh yeah, it's been balanced. No, look for the sort of the scratch marks on here. Look for the sort of the grain where the die grind has gone onto it, because when material is removed, it's never going to be smooth like this. Because what you're doing is you're cutting into the material to remove it. And obviously when you cut into a material, you leave sharp sort of a rough texture over the top of it, and that's what you need to look for. Other than that, I'm going to go get this this turbo balanced. Just your basic, obviously this is from a 1JZ build, so I will build out eventually. Don't use these bolts, because I got them in the kit. I don't know why. I just assembled it so I know everything's together. Ideally you want to use studs and nuts at the top, kind of like I've done here, you know, a stud sticking out and nut. And yeah, that's what you want to look out for. Well, I hope you learned something from this video. If I'm wrong, or if you got any questions or anything like that, just put a comment below. And yeah, but as for now, that's what I found out. Is a lot of people wriggle it like this and go, oh, it's got shaft play, it's terrible. Oh, and lastly, what you want to do, the main thing you want to look out for a turbo is in and out play. What you want to do is you want to grab the back of the exhaust housing, the exhaust turbine, sorry. Grab hold of the nut, and then see if you can push it in and out at all. And if you can, it's a dead turbo. As you can tell, that's fine. There's no in and out movement at all. But yeah, that's all for now, guys. And yeah, take it easy.